Good afternoon, class. Today we are going to have a look at software, more specifically utility software and application software. So it says on the slide, software, that's code that runs on a computer, falls into two categories. If we go on to the next slide, this is system software is the one you're going to use the most without knowing it. So you did a look at operating systems last lesson for me. I'm going to touch on other two things. They're not necessarily things you would have heard of these days. Drivers were, back in the early days of computing, quite important. If you bought a mouse or a joystick or even a new keyboard, you often got a little bit of code on a disc, not even a USB, they weren't even a thing then. A little disc that had driver software on there that meant your computer would play nice with whatever, whether it's a printer, a joystick or whatever. You don't need to, Windows 10, which is what we use at school, and most likely on your laptop or whatever devices you're using, or even stuff like if you've got a tablet or like a MacBook or iPad, something, the operating system these days will actually manage the drivers for you. You can go into it, you can type like start button on a keyboard and type device drivers, I think, or device management, and then you can click on each individual item that's on there, like cameras and the keyboard and USB drives and all that sort of thing, and you can control the drivers if you wanted to. I wouldn't suggest you mess with them though. Windows 10 is pretty good at managing them. Utility software, that's like, well, you're going to look into it and hopefully you will have either read before or after this. You will read the BBC Bitesize link that's also on the lesson for today. But utility software, it's like compression software, firewall software, software that can defragment the hard drive, for example, just to make your computer run quicker, that sort of thing. There's not much more to say about utility software or drivers. It's not really much more to add to that. I'm just going to gloss over the two operating system ones because you've looked at that. So the last operating system slide, like I said, it goes user management. So obviously you guys, when you log in the computer at school, you're not going to have administration rights to do anything you want to the computers. You are limited in what you can do, what programs you can open, what sort of files you can access, that sort of thing. Device drivers, file management, multitasking, that just means having more than one program open. The other main thing I wanted to touch on today, it's not going to be a massively long video, because there's not that massive amount of things to say about it, but application software. It is important that you guys understand what we mean by application software. So a good example is anything that you can double click on, either on your laptop at home, say, or an app to open on your phone, or anything like the logos you see in front of you, is a piece of software. If I look at the definition, application software is used to carry out tasks on a computer. Computer, by that we mean it could be a mobile phone, it could be a PlayStation, it could be an iPad, any sort of computing device basically. So examples here are writing an email, making a poster, maybe using Fireworks or Photoshop, doing your homework in Word, messaging friends on WhatsApp. It's software that performs a specific task. Because a Word, its only job is to make letters. PowerPoint, its only job is to make presentations. Photoshop, its only job is to edit pictures. You can't write an essay in Photoshop. Well, you could, but it'd be very messy and very small. You can't use WhatsApp to do your homework. You can get the answers off your friends because you're chatting, but it's not there to do a word processor. It's not there to edit images necessarily. So application software is a piece of software that performs a specific task. That's it, a specific task. And there's not much more to say really. There's a link on the homework for BBC Bitesize. Again, just another way of explaining it. There is a quiz on there if you want to take it, just to test your knowledge. There will be 3 quizzes on this subject, so I do suggest you maybe re-listen to this video, have a look at the BBC Bitesize thing, then try the test. I did notice that quite a few people were attempting the quiz very quickly after I uploaded last lesson, which to my mind means that you would try the quiz before you'd even watch the video or read the BBC Bitesize thing. So you're going to be at a big disadvantage if you don't do it. I mean, you might know the answers already, fair enough, but I think to give yourself the best possibility, you need to have watched this video and read the BBC Bitesize thing. So yeah, like I say, re-watch the video if you want, have a look at the BBC Bitesize thing, then attempt the quizzes please, and I will speak to you guys next week.